Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name's Amanda. I currently am 36 weeks pregnant with baby number 2, a little girl. Her name is gonna be Quinn Carla, and she is going to come via C-section. I had a C-section with my first. I have another little son. He's 20 months old right now, and he was born at 37 weeks. I had a C-section because he was breech, and I also had low fluid levels. So today, I can't believe that I really only have about 3 weeks if he stays in for that long. And I'm gonna share with you my 34 and 35 week pregnancy update. So let's jump right in. 34 weeks, wow. So I had gained a total of 25 pounds, and I had actually stayed around that weight for I think about 3 weeks, and I read that that's normal. Sometimes you kind of like towards the end of your pregnancy you kind of plateau for a little while. I'm not sure why this happens, but yeah, so I am basically just feeling huge at this point. I mentioned in my previous pregnancy update that I had some like TMI symptoms, one of them being hemorrhoids. A couple of weeks ago, I had like a really big one. I know it's like embarrassing to say, but it was just like very painful and gross. Like I looked at it, I was like, because I was like, what the heck is going on back there? Like, I need to check it out. But I still had them. That big hemorrhoid had shrunk down. I was using, I think, like Preparation H, I think the name of it is. It's like a cream. And I was also using witch hazel because I read that that's supposed to like help shrink them and whatever. So hemorrhoids are still here, but they're not as bad as previous weeks. I am definitely still feeling I'm also experiencing some swelling, especially like in my ankles and feet, and I just feel like my face in general is starting to look like I'm pregnant, and that's totally fine. It's like full, and I just feel like in general my whole body just is like big and soft and round. So my face is big and soft and round as well. I did have some swelling in my hands a couple of weeks ago, and I wasn't actually able to get my rings on, but now for whatever reason the swelling in my hands has gone down a little bit, and I'm able to get my wedding rings back on, so now I'm wearing them again. In terms of like food and cravings and eating, I have been craving cereal. I literally got this craving for Reese's peanut butter puffs, and I was at Walmart and they only had this like mega extra large box, and because it's Walmart, so I bought that and like Cap'n Crunch, and I've just been eating cereal every single morning when I wake up, like before I take my prenatal, just because I need to eat that. I need to have food in my stomach before I take that. So craving that. I also have like just been getting really full very quickly from meals. So I think I mentioned in a couple of videos, or the last one, that I was eating like smaller meals throughout the day. I'm still doing this. I also had been kind of sick the past few weeks, actually since the week of Thanksgiving. I had this, I'm pretty sure it's a sinus infection. My husband recently went to the doctor, and he has a sinus infection, and I never ever get those, but I knew that it was different than like a normal cold because my nose was never running. So I had this just like pressure and like congestion kind of up in this area, and I also had a cough, and it was miserable for Thanksgiving week and the week after, but at 34 weeks, I started to kind of feel better, and I was starting to get over this like cough and sinus infection. And like a cough is just so annoying, and it wasn't like a dry cough, it was like a congested cough where I'm coughing up this like green mucus, but the mucus is now kind of, it had turned to like a yellowish color, so I think the actual infection is starting to like go away and clear up. but it's annoying being pregnant because like my doctor will not prescribe me anything. Like my general health, what is it called? Like my primary care provider is not gonna prescribe me anything because I'm pregnant. And so I asked my OB because they instructed me to go to my OB, and my OB basically said like, you can't really take much for this, just a lot of rest, keep drinking a lot of fluids. For the cough, I could take Robitussin, and there might have been some other thing that I could take too, but you know, I've just basically been sucking it up. My husband went to the doctor. He got medication for his sinus infection. I think Chase brought something home from daycare, and we all just kind of like, we're on a downward spiral, but now we're starting to all feel better. I feel like in my voice, I can tell a difference, and I had like a little bit of a sore throat, and now that's kind of gone too. So resting as much as possible, and just a ton of couch time. I had been finding that I was getting so exhausted by doing the smallest things, like literally making Chase dinner and cleaning up after dinner had me just like so tired. So my husband has literally been like the complete best, and I'm so grateful for him. He's just been taking over with Chase as much as possible. Like after daycare, he'll take him down to the park and kind of like wear him out and do the bath and all that stuff so that I can just like really rest and recover. What else is there? Because I was starting to get closer to the end of my pregnancy, I was buying like a couple of loungewear sets. Like I just got 2 from Amazon, and I am so excited to not wear maternity clothes and to get back into just like normal clothes that fit me and that don't fall down, that I don't have to, like I have this issue with a lot of my leggings, my maternity leggings, is that they fall down and I'm constantly pulling them up, hiking them up, and I'm just like, I don't look good in anything. I don't feel good in anything. And I know a lot of maternity clothes are comfy and stuff, but for me, I don't know, maybe I'm just not buying the right stuff. I don't have the right things, but I don't like it anymore. I'm done. I'm over it. I can't wait to wear normal clothes. I also wrote down that I am feeling so much movement. Like baby girl is so active. I thought Chase was an extremely active baby, but my daughter in here is like always moving around, and I see the body parts move from like side to side, and it just reminds me of like, and it feels like a snake like slithering inside my stomach. It's just like, I love it because she's moving so much, I'm always like aware, and I don't know, it's just cool. Like I'll see her head, like I'm pretty sure it's her head that's going like down here, and like her, I don't know, whatever body parts are moving around, but I love it. I've also been trying to like talk to Chase about the baby as much as I can. He really doesn't understand. Like if you ask him where the baby is, like he'll point to my belly, but and he'll say baby, but that's about it. A couple of other things are that I had an OB appointment this week, and so now I'm going every single week to my doctor to get checked. So that started at 33 weeks. My last update, I think I mentioned that I was worried about my fluid levels because with Chase, I had low fluid levels, and because of that, my doctor wants to make sure that he sees me every week and double checks that there's enough in there. So anyway, I got the fluid levels checked. I had an ultrasound with an ultrasound tech, and the week before, my doctor said that they were fine, but to cut down on extra caffeine, like don't have multiple coffees a day and don't have like sodas and stuff, and just keep drinking as much as I can, and I did that. So my fluids had increased from 33 to 34 weeks, which was awesome. He also said that I was measuring 34 weeks, which is great in terms of the head and the femur, but the abdomen was measuring 32 weeks. So he said that's not a huge deal. There was no cause for concern yet. Just said that it's probably genetics. Like, I'm a small person, I'm only 5'1". My husband's not very tall. I think he's like 5'7" or 5'8", and could just be that she's gonna be a smaller baby, and that's, nothing abnormal there. But he wants to keep an eye on it, so he asked me to come back in at 35 weeks and get checked by a senior ultrasound tech that would do more of a deeper look into how she's growing. So I don't actually have a C-section date yet. We're kind of going week by week to see the growth and make sure the fluids are okay. But yeah, that appointment went well, nothing to worry about. And I guess we'll see what happens. Another exciting thing that happened this week was I officially started the paperwork with my HR team for maternity leave at work. My last day in the office is going to be December 23rd, and my company is really great. They give us a full vacation from the 24th of December to January 1st, so I don't have to use any PTO days. It's just paid vacation from my company as a nice little gift. So even though 39 weeks is January 8th for me, I am gonna be done with work on the 23rd. So at that point, I was only a week and a half left of work. So I'm so excited. Cannot wait for maternity leave. Aside from that, I wrote, oh my gosh, so this is really embarrassing. So I told you guys that I had this annoying cough. And so I was coughing one day during the week, and I pulled something in my back. I heard a pop, and then I couldn't move. So from that day on, I was just so in pain. It was very, very uncomfortable, and every time I would cough, or when I was sleeping and I would roll from side to side or breathe deep or anything, I just got this shooting pain in my back. I just feel like I am a complete disaster. It's one thing after another, and it's annoying to have back pain. I was having back pain just because my belly and the weight and stuff like that, but to then throw on this freaking little injury that I got from coughing, it's just ugh, I can't. But anyway, that was mainly it for 34 weeks. For 35 weeks, moving on, I was still at 25 pounds gained, so I didn't gain any weight. I wrote that I was just extremely exhausted. I found myself needing to take a nap, a mid-afternoon nap, because I just was drained just from working and then the pregnancy and everything. So I was taking these mid-afternoon cat naps just because I could not keep my eyes open. I was just so tired. I also was I started to feel a lot better in terms of being sick. I was peeing all night long, literally up every single hour of the night peeing, and so I'm not getting a lot of sleep. I am uncomfortable. I feel huge. I mentioned a few weeks ago that I was having major heartburn, and so I asked my doctor. He told me that I could take Pepcid, which I started to take, and then I actually recently switched to Prilosec, which is a little, I don't know if it's stronger or not, but it works for 24 hours. And ever since I started taking the Prilosec, which is not every day, I usually only take it when I know that I might be having something that's a little bit more acidic, like if I'm having Mexican or if I'm gonna eat chocolate, or the weirdest things trigger this heartburn, like pepperoni pizza, that's another one. So I've been taking the Prilosec on days that I know that I'm gonna be having something that might cause indigestion, and it has been amazing. Like, and I don't know if that's just because of the Prilosec or because the baby has maybe dropped a little bit, so there's not as much cramping like right up in this kind of area as there was a few weeks ago. But thank God for that, because that was really bad at a few weeks ago. It was terrible. Some things that I'm not experiencing are, I don't have any stretch marks. I didn't get any stretch marks with Chase, and I'm pretty sure that it's hereditary. My mom never got any stretch marks with me or my sister. My sister has not gotten any stretch marks. She's got a almost 2.5-year-old, and she's pregnant now too with her second little boy. So I don't have any stretch marks, and I'm not experiencing any Braxton Hicks contractions. I do feel some tightening when I exert myself a little bit, like I've mentioned this before, doing like the vacuuming and mopping my floors. I tend to like feel some tensing up and like tightening when I exert myself a little bit, but it's nothing. I don't think that's like a legit Braxton Hicks contraction. Another thing is I went back for my weekly OB appointment. I mentioned that this time I was seeing a senior ultrasound tech. She comes in on Tuesdays, so from now on I'm gonna be going to appointments every single Tuesday so she can check on me. I got great news from this appointment. She checked everything. My fluid levels have gotten even higher than the previous weeks, and she saw like a big pocket of fluid. I mentioned before that like my doctor and the ultrasound tech like maybe 2 weeks ago had seen just like smaller pockets of fluid but no big ones. So we were a little worried about that because those small pockets tend to just like evaporate. But this time they saw a really big pocket and all my fluids look good. She also said that in terms of growth, I was literally on track with the date that they give you of your last period. I was tracking through like my apps and everything, and so I would have been 5 weeks and 4 days, and that's exactly what the baby was measuring in all categories. So I was worried the week before. They said her abdomen was tracking 2 weeks behind. Now the abdomen is 100% on track with growth. The femur and her head were also tracking at 35 weeks, 4 days, and it was actually a really sweet appointment because the baby was moving around a ton, and then she's sunny side up, so she was looking right at us, and I literally saw her face, like chubby little cheeks, her eyes, and then she was like trying to bite her her leg. Actually, it was so funny. She kept on like moving her leg towards her mouth, and the ultrasound tech got like a really cute picture of her just like staring right up at us, and I swear she looks like Chase. I cannot wait to meet her. I'm just like counting down, you know, the weeks. I'm really hoping that she stays in until 39 weeks. And it seems like she's doing well so far. She's on track for growth, and I have no other complications at this point. I also got the strep test this visit, so I did not hear back from my doctor, and usually when you don't hear back, they told me that if I don't get a call from them, then the strep test is negative and everything is fine. So that is really it. I feel like it's so crazy that in literally 3 weeks, we're gonna be a family of 4, and we're gonna get to see baby Quinn. Oh my gosh, I'm so overjoyed. I'm so excited to be about to be on maternity leave. I literally have, from today that I'm recording this, I have 3 days left in the office, and then it's Christmas. on the 24th. So just a lot of exciting stuff going on. My mom is going to be flying out from New Jersey for the birth so she can be watching Chase while me and Pete are in the hospital. And I gotta still do a bunch of stuff. I have my friends here are throwing me a little sprinkle, very small baby shower for Quinn, and that's actually tomorrow at our country club. It's gonna be really just like nice and low-key, but yeah, there's a few more things I need to get for her and just prep her room, get the car seat out, bring down the Mamaroo and like the activity gym, and I don't know, I need to get a list together. But anyway, that's all that I have for my updates. I will show you the bump shirt. So here we go from the side with my shirt. From the front. From the other side. The side without the shirt. From the front, and my belly button is starting to pop out right now. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, some poppins going on. And then here's from the other side. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I am in the final stretch. All of the mamas out there that are pregnant, I am wishing you a happy and healthy and safe pregnancy. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. I say it in all my videos, but I love hearing from all of you and kind of being on this pregnancy journey together. So I appreciate you guys kind of following along and also sharing your experiences as well. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.